Hey, my friends. Merry Christmas from us here in New Zealand. Matt and Mantara coming to you from the Kapiti coast of New Zealand, where it is Christmas Day already. It's gone midday even. We're getting ready for lunch, letting breakfast still digest. And it's raining. Beautiful, soft summer rain. So the vegetation is all very happy. They're getting their Christmas present. The birds are singing, and it's quiet outside, right? There's no, everyone's not sitting out on their decks having Christmas. Everyone's inside, so kind of makes it easier for me to do a live stream. Always find something to be appreciative of. So, as we were saying, Merry Christmas. What the message that's sort of come through for me, I've just done a meditation for my group a couple of hours ago here, because it's Tuesday and we don't stop the program just because it's Christmas. Hey, Sister Robin. The message that's really coming through is to really find acceptance. I think Christmas is a lot more stressful for a lot of people than it has to be around this idea of the shoulds and the supposed tos and societal expectations that we've grown up with, that Christmas is supposed to be a time of merriment and happiness and good cheer. And while none of that, of course, is wrong, and we wish everyone to have a very happy Christmas. Sister Melita, how are you? We wish everyone to have a Merry Christmas and a lot of good times. I think a lot of people really struggle with when they're not having such a good time. And a lot of people are in a situation where they, quote unquote, should be having a good time. They're with family, with friends, but there's something still missing inside them, something that's still saying that they're not good enough, or whatever their internal story is, of course, can be reflecting out into the external world, and it might not be such a happy, joy family experience with various trigger points coming to fruition. But what makes all of that harder is when you can't accept, when you feel wrong about, when you add an extra layer of wrongness to the fact that you don't feel that you're having the perfect Christmas. You're not living up to this expectation of Christmas spirit and making everything happy. Yeah, look, I'm happy. Right? And so the way to really find joy in your life, and the way to really move into that deeper sense of happiness, is to first find a good, strong, solid foundation in self-acceptance, right? Before we can really enjoy life, it's going to help us if we can love ourselves, right? Find self-love. Before we can find self-love, we need to find self-acceptance first, and accept the fact that we are not perfect. We're all carrying our idiosyncrasies. We're all carrying our bits of trauma, fragments of energy, belief systems that have been installed in our field from past experience. And while it's you don't need to feel burdened by that, but at the same time, taking responsibility for the fact that you are carrying a lot of stuff is going to help you really find a foundation in relaxing through it and allowing yourself to feel okay with not being okay, right? To feel okay with the fact that you're sometimes sad, and you're sometimes depressed, and sometimes angry, and sometimes frustrated, and sometimes lost in confusing thoughts. And while I've just been through another bout of it quite intensely over the last week, feeling a little bit better today, thankfully. But the point is to really allow ourselves to find acceptance for the fact that we don't need to be perfect in order to be happy. We really can find happiness in going through a process of ever-expanding evolution. And that means allowing ourselves to feel some of the discordance that we're carrying so that we can release it, so that we can find acceptance and allowance for it, and to project ourselves into or forward into our dreams, right? Holding our dreams very dear to us and still accepting where we are right now is the process, right? Not to need to be living our dreams right now, but at the same time not to be stuck in what we are feeling right now, to find acceptance for what we're feeling and inspiration to move forward and to breathe forward into what we're choosing for our future. So as we, this is a very reflective time of year around Christmas, and we lead up to New Year's in 1 week's time, right? New Year's Eve, this time of setting new intentions and letting go of 2018 totally, which has been a hard year for many of us. But my guidance is to really find acceptance rather than to get too lost in what we didn't achieve, right? It is a time of self-reflection right now, looking back at what we hoped to achieve this year and perhaps didn't. But be kind to yourself as you do that, right? Don't make yourself wrong for not meeting all of the expectations that you set 12 months ago. And as you set intentions to move forward into 2019, also do it with a sense of acceptance and allowance and compassion for yourself, that these goals that you set are not the be and end all of you, right? We're not here on this planet to achieve things. We're here on this planet to accept ourselves, basically, to have experiences that lead us into greater expressions of ourselves, greater knowing of who we are as a divine being. All sorts of experiences lead to that understanding and to that wisdom and to that expansion and evolution. It's not just successful experiences. So be willing to accept all experiences as benefiting you, even when they're hard, even when they're uncomfortable, even when you quote unquote don't like it. And choose to be happy with whatever you're experiencing. One thing I'm learning is that happiness is achievable in all sorts of situations, and it really is a choice. So my friends, enjoy your Christmas, whatever it's bringing to you, whether you celebrate Christmas or not. I know many of us, we have a pretty low-key Christmas here, that's for sure, but whether you're right into the full thing and get right into it, or whether it's not your, your spiritual beliefs or whatever, just allow yourself to really enjoy this time of year for what it avails you of, right? This time of reflection, this time of regathering. I know most of you are in the Northern Hemisphere, where it is a time of, really the darkest time of the year. It's time to rest, it's time to regenerate and all of that, while we're down here in summer, stepping into the light in full blast, except for when it's raining. But yeah. So Merry Christmas to you all. That was probably much longer than I expected it to be. Enjoy, right? And laugh, even if you're having a hard time. It always helps me to laugh and enjoy and to trust that you will come through whatever experience you're having, and you do have the opportunity to be happy no matter what situations you find yourself in. Much, much love to you all. Namaste, my friends. Go well. Enjoy with love. Bye for now. Bye-bye.